Hello and welcome to Econolastic. I'm Joe.
And I'm Andrew.
So if you haven't checked out our intro to economics video, we'd thoroughly recommend you watch that one first, which introduces the concept of scarcity.
And if you're familiar with the concept of scarcity, then this video aims to show you how scarcity affects demand and supply.
So we know that economics is concerned with consumption and production.
And another way to look at this is in terms of demand and supply.
Yeah, and understanding demand and supply is fundamental in economics.
Now let's relate demand and supply to the problem of scarcity. So first, demand relates to wants, and it's crucial for you to understand that wants are unlimited.
Yeah, so if all the goods and services were free, then you'd want to consume them to your heart's content. So let's take an example of someone who really likes football and they could only afford to go to one game a month. Well, if all football games were free, they would want to go to as many games as possible.
So we know that wants are unlimited, whereas supply relies on resources. From our first video, we know that resources are scarce or limited, and therefore supply is limited.
Given human wants, which is demands, are infinite, but supply is limited, it means that our potential demand will always outweigh our potential supply.
That's right, and that is one of the main problems that economists deal with. So we have to find a way of dealing with this problem, i.e. we need to find a way of matching demand and supply. So let's put this in the perspective of a basic example. We've got a chicken farmer who produces eggs for the local community, and we've got 100 households that demand, i.e. want to consume an unlimited amount of eggs in this scenario. They've just got an insatiable appetite for eggs, this community.
However, the chicken farmer can only produce 500 eggs per day. So we can see that the potential demand exceeds the potential supply.
So to balance actual demand and actual supply, either demand has to decrease, the households will have to just make do with less, not the unlimited amount of eggs that they want, or supply has to increase to meet that demand.
Given the potential supply has a maximum of 500 eggs per day due to the constraints of the farm, so there's only so much space, only so much labour to pick the eggs, and there's only so many chickens.
Yeah.
This means demand has to adjust, which means that the families have to make do with 5 eggs per day.
So that was just a small basic example. But as a society as a whole, we have to find a way to match demand with supply. And that means that aggregate, which means total demand, should balance to aggregate total supply.
And often this is achieved from decrease in demand, increase in supply, or doing a mix of both.
And without you even possibly realising it, we've actually touched on the 2 branches of economics, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics. But we're actually going to cover these subjects in subsequent videos.
Thanks for watching our Econolastic videos. Please check out our other YouTube videos on a range of economic topics. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
Please also check out our website at econolastic.com. The link will be in the description for you. This is where you'll find our step-by-step dissertation writing guide, which is suitable not just for economics, but for a whole host of degree subjects. And it's where you can also book us personally for 2-to-1 tutoring sessions.
See you in the next video.